Brakes are for stopping. Accelerator is for going. Can you imagine getting in your car to go to the store, and on the way there you have your foot on the brake and your other foot on the gas? At the very least, it's going to take you longer to get there. At worst, the brakes are going to overheat, catch fire, and maybe even blow your car up. That sounds pretty ridiculous, doesn't it? The sad part is that most of us go through life with one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake in several areas. Your credit report is one of the areas of example. Negative things on your credit report are acting as a brake to your progress. Positive things on your credit report are acting as an accelerator. The key to getting a better score is to get your foot off the brake, which means removing negative items, and stomp on the gas, which means increase the positive items. Does that make sense? Well, how do you do that? Who has control of what is or is not on your credit report? The answer is you are. Think about that. The actions that you take determine the items on your credit report. Let me repeat that. The actions that you take determine the items on your credit report. If you don't like what's on your credit report, you need to take different actions. That can be good news or bad news. The first thing that you need to know is that only accurate, verifiable, and timely information can legally be placed on your credit report. Accurate means that it has to be a concise reflection of what you actually did. Verifiable means that the credit agency has to be able to accurately verify that what they are reporting is completely true. Timely refers to the time limitations under which the reporting agency has to work. For example, one of your credit cards is reporting to all three credit reporting agencies. TransUnion is reporting one balance. Equifax says you have a different balance. And Experience is showing that you have even a different balance. Well, they can't all be right. At your request, all three credit reporting agencies must verify that their information is correct. They must also verify that it is accurate. According to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA, the reporting agencies must have all of the information correct and verified, or they must remove it from your report. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to influence the credit reporting agencies to remove all negative items on your report. You do that by using the FCRA to put pressure on them to remove the negative items. Here's what you're up against. The credit reporting agencies are paid for every item placed on your credit report. If you're asking them to remove items, that costs them money. In addition, there's an expense to them for dealing with your request. The agencies are notorious for stalling, delaying, and ignoring. They want to discourage you and cause you to give up. They understand human nature, and they attempt to use it against you at every turn. What most people don't understand is that the credit reporting agencies are under a time constraint from a legal standpoint. They're going to investigate your request even if they indicate to you that they're not. They will go as far as you push them to go. They legally have 30 days to investigate and respond to your complaint. They will follow the law with their automatic system, while at the same time they will tell you that your request is incomplete or frivolous. We have found that no matter what they are telling you, in reality, their system is investigating in order to be in compliance legally. If they can get you to give up, they can stop investigating. If you don't give up, they will keep investigating and replying to your demands. How do we know? Our team sends out tens of thousands of dispute letters every week. We are exposed to all of the tactics used by the credit reporting agencies, and we've learned how to deal with them all. There are two main ways of doing credit repair. One is to use the laws that are available to you to dispute the errors and negative items on your credit report. The other way is to use shortcuts that are not legal, but can be effective. The shortcuts can potentially get you into trouble. We do not believe and recommend using shortcuts. If you choose our method of disputing, which is called factual disputing, it is a process. Whether you decide to do it yourself or hire us to do it for you, there are costs and time involved. If you choose to do it yourself, the biggest time consumption is understanding the Fair Credit Reporting Act and the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. These are the laws that control the credit reporting agencies and the individual credit suppliers. The more knowledge you have of these two acts, the more effective your disputes will be. If you choose to have the disputes done for you, the more the company that you choose knows about the acts, the more effective they will be in doing your disputes. To do it yourself, costs include 1. Mail. A letter each month to each credit reporting agency has to be sent. If you send the letters certified return receipt requested, that will cost approximately $21 a month. 2. Credit reports. Each month you will need to pull a new credit report, and that's approximately $30 per month. Once you receive and analyze a new credit report, you will need to compose, print, and mail the dispute letters for that month. There are plenty of templates available to use for the dispute letters. Then there's the trip to the post office, the line at the post office, traffic to and from the post office, etc. Each month, you will need to compare your new credit report to the last credit report to see what changes, if any, have been made. That will determine the content of your next round of letters. Once you mail a round of letters, you need to give the credit reporting agencies 30 to 35 days to respond. That's the legal time limit that they have. During that time, you will hear nothing unless the credit reporting agencies send you one of their various stall letters. That seems to be the standard practice for them to do, in spite of the fact that they are continuing to follow the law and do what the law requires them to do, which is to follow up on your requests. They want you to get discouraged and quit, or they want to convince you that you need to resend all of your letters. The first time that I needed credit repair personally, I decided to do it myself. After spending hours trying to understand the Credit Repair Act, downloading and composing dispute letters using templates, and having spent money on credit reports and the letters, I let myself get discouraged by the stall letters the credit bureaus replied with at that time, and I didn't know what I know now. Next, I tried a credit repair company. I quickly learned that all credit repair companies are not honest in their dealings. The first credit company told me that they could only legally challenge 3 items per bureau per month. I had at least 30 items that needed to be challenged. I believed them, and I paid them monthly for almost a year with very little results. There's a lot more to this, and it's all included in my free DIY credit report kit. Click the link below and get your free credit repair kit. Take the opportunity to check out my next video.